This one simple trick will make them obsessed with you, and they won't even know why, but they'll feel it. Coming up, there are 4 main things that make someone obsessed with another person. And the crazy thing is, most people do these 4 things subconsciously. So today, we're going to show you how to manipulate these 4 things consciously so that you become irresistible to other people. This knowledge will allow you to make anyone in this world obsessed with you. But be careful, because it works both ways. You could gain their obsession, but then lose it just as fast. So the question is, are you ready to learn how to control the minds of others? Let's start with step number 1. Become a mystery. People are naturally curious about things they don't understand. That's just human nature. The more you try to explain something to a child, the more curious they become. If you want to make someone obsessed with you, you need to become a mystery to them. Don't reveal everything about yourself right away. People who reveal too much too soon are boring. They're like an open book. There's no challenge, so no curiosity. But when you're a mystery, when you're not afraid to be a little bit evasive, people will become obsessed with trying to figure you out. And that's when you have their attention. Now you can lead them down whatever path you desire. Remember, the whole goal here is to create curiosity. And curiosity, my friend, is the highest form of flattery. Now let's move on to step number 2. Mirror them. Studies have shown that we subconsciously copy the posture, mannerisms, and facial expressions of the people around us. And guess what? That's completely normal. In fact, it's healthy. Subconsciously showing these small gestures of affection is known as micro-mirroring. It's been found that couples who mirror each other's movements tend to have more satisfying relationships. Now, you might be thinking, but wait, I can't fake being like them. My friend, you don't have to fake anything. Just relax and be natural. Simply put, micro-mirroring is when you naturally copy another's movements. For example, if someone crosses their arms, you cross your arms. If they lean forward, you lean forward. If they use their right hand to gesture, you use your right hand to gesture. Now, you should never blatantly try to copy them. It needs to be subtle, or else you'll look creepy. Think of micro-mirroring as a way to show your attraction towards someone in a healthy and natural way. It's a way of saying, I'm with you without actually saying anything. When you micro-mirror someone, you make them feel that they are in sync with you, which subconsciously triggers feelings of intimacy. And that's exactly what you want. You want to make them feel closer to you, more connected to you. Micro-mirroring is the key to unlocking that connection. Moving on to step 3. Speak to the heart, not the mind. Most people try to persuade others by appealing to their sense of logic. Let me show you this data. Let me explain this concept to you. But the truth is, people don't fall in love with data and concepts. They fall in love with feelings. Feelings that they get from the people around them. And guess what? So do you. When was the last time you chose a product based purely on its logical merits? How many times have you bought something because it made you feel good? Well, people aren't stupid. They know the difference between a good feeling and a bad feeling. And they subconsciously use those feelings to guide their decisions. So if you want to influence someone, appeal to their emotions, not their logic, make them feel something. And when you do that, you'll see them fall in love with you, their feelings for you. Now, it's important to note that you don't want to manipulate their emotions. You want to help them feel something they already have inside of them. Everyone has the ability to feel emotions like happiness, sadness, fear, and anger. All you need to do is help them access those feelings. How do you do that? By asking powerful questions and actively listening to their responses. Ask them questions that help them explore their emotions. When they respond, listen intently and acknowledge what they say. This technique helps them process their feelings and makes them feel heard. When someone feels heard, they feel valued. And when they feel valued, they feel loved. And that's the emotion that you want to capitalize on. And now we come to the final step. Master the exit. There's a famous quote that goes, "You never really understand a person until you consider things from their point of view. Until you climb into their skin and walk around in it." That's what you're going to do. You're going to get inside the other person's head and see things from their perspective. But why? Because most people make the mistake of trying too hard to keep the other person there. They try to convince themselves that the person in front of them wants to stay. But you can't force someone to stay if they're not willing to. So what do you do instead? You force them to choose to stay. And how do you do that? By leaving. Now, this may sound counterintuitive, but trust me, it works. Here's how it works. When you leave, you create a void that the other person wants to fill. Because when you leave, they realize that they miss you. They realize that they want you to stay. And that's when you win. The best way to be unforgettable is to leave before they're ready. Before they've had enough of you. Before they think they can live without you. Because when you leave, they'll be left with nothing but memories. Memories of how amazing you were, how amazing you are. They'll remember the good times you shared. The laughter, the joy, the connection, and that's what will keep them obsessed with you long after you've gone. And if they don't understand why they're obsessed with you, well, that's just fine. Because sometimes the most powerful obsessions are the ones without an explanation. Look, you can make anyone obsessed with you. You can control the way they think, the way they feel, the way they act. All you have to do is follow these 4 steps. Become a mystery. Mirror them. Speak to the heart, not the mind. And master the exit. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use these techniques wisely. Only use them on people who deserve it. Those who matter to you, these tips won't work on everyone. But that's okay. Not everyone is meant to be in your life anyway. Not everyone matters. But those who do matter, they will be obsessed with you. You'll have their attention, you'll have their admiration, you'll have their love. If you learned something new today, make sure to share it with a friend. And if you want to level up in life, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and you'll only get better from it. Thanks for watching.